Hey guys, it's Lloyd here, back again with another action figure review, and today we'll be continuing our looks at the Transformers Studio Series Revenge of the Fallen Constructicons with, I presume, the leader, Scrapper. He, of course, is the 6th figure we will be taking a look at, brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro. Those of you remember the other day, we looked at his buddy, Mixmaster here, not of the Beastie Boys, but those of you wondering, why'd you wait this long to review Scrapper? Because it's my channel, bitch! That's why. Move him out of the way. Scrapper is obviously a little bigger, and Scrapper does not have any accessories, whereas Mixmaster came with a little grinder piece for Devastator. Scrapper does not have any accessories. He does have a little bit of titty twister action there, which is always fun. And then he's got a whisk. I don't know, it looks like he's about to make me a smoothie with his hand. But he looks like a tough little bastard. Like, look at this guy. He's all, come get some! Like, looks like a little brawler, a little bruiser type. I like his build a lot. I think his arms are a little skinny for a build like this, but it is accurate. His head kind of juts forward there, but it does have a little bit of neck movement, so you can pivot it up and down. He does have a little side to side. Oh, pretty decent side to side, actually. Like, this is hard plastic, and he's getting like more range and natural movement than most Spider-Man figures from this company, so I really don't get the argument for disc hinged necks when this guy can look side to side, up and down, and he is a weird ass bug looking motherfucker. So yeah, oh, he can also do the Exorcist thing where he's like, but really cool looking design. I think he looks tough. But shoulders go up and down, rotate back and forth. You know, if you untab these, he almost has a butterfly joint. Almost. Do they have a bicep? Yeah, it's down here. Bicep swivel. I think I said the shoulders can rotate back and forth. Well, they can. Double elbow on a Transformer. Not very common, but always appreciated. There you go. You bend it all the way up. I think that's mostly for transformation, though. Your main elbow joint is down here. But you could use the other one if you want. He does have a swivel down here with a hinge down here. And, of course, I already showed you the weird titty twister claws. Very, very cool. This arm, I don't think has rotation. No, it doesn't. It does have the hinge in the hand, though. I'm surprised they didn't make that a ball joint, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. It's still got the double elbow and everything, so that's always nice. Hips are interesting. They're not jointed the same as other figures, so they will move up and down. They will move up and down here. But they will also swing forward and back. If you lift this crotch plate up, you can actually get like a forward swinging motion out of that, which is interesting. But I always jut these back or just pinch them in like this, and that kind of keeps them in place. He does have a thigh cut. He does have a single jointed knee. His knees are kind of pre-posed in this kind of pose, so he almost always has like the chicken leg thing going on. He does have a hinge in the foot, but again, no rocker, which kind of sucks. But he does have like a toe hinge, for what it's worth. So you can do that if you want. But really, for stability reasons, I just leave his legs like this. Just flat on the surface. They're fine, you know. It's not a crazy amount of articulation, but these guys, they turn into vehicles. They turn into joints and limbs and body parts and things, and they turn into robots. I think letting the articulation slip just a little bit, especially with these crazy designs, is more than excusable, because they are accurate to their CGI models, and they do a lot. It's not like a Marvel Legend where it lacks range because they're stupid and don't know how to engineer shit. But yeah, I love like the silhouette this guy cuts. It's badass. I don't know. It's tough. It's really tough. So standing him there, we bring in our 2 regulars. Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibilith. And the infamous, whoop. Okay, 11 Spawn, who as usual towers over everyone. Not a lot of Transformers are taller than good old Al Simmons, I've noticed. Maybe the leader classes will change that. Stay tuned for tomorrow for that, more on that, I guess. But with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and out of all of the Revenge of the Fallen Constructicons I've already reviewed on this channel, again, I think we're up to 6, right? Good old Scrapper here is by far, one of the best. I don't know if he is the best, but he's definitely one of the best. His robot mode, while a little strange aesthetically, is accurate to his CG model, and his transformation to his pretty solid, for the most part, vehicle mode isn't too difficult either, unlike the likes of Mixmaster or Long Haul. This guy is fairly simple, easy to transform, quick and painless, but still clocks in at the Voyager class price point in scale, so he feels a lot more satisfying than some Voyagers out there. That said, before we sign off, why don't we take a look at that vehicle mode? And as promised, here is good old Scrapper in his... Is it a loader? It's not a bulldozer, that's Rampage, who we looked at the other day. But as I like to call him, especially if you're around my age, you know, late 20s, early 30s or so, Scoop from Bob the Builder turned into one of these. Although, didn't Scoop have a, like a backhoe arm on his ass end? Either way, he's a loader. Pretty standard construction vehicle. I do believe this can articulate. Yes, it can. Somewhat. Not crazy, but it does work. And if I move him over, bring in his buddy Mixmaster we looked at the other day, who turns into a cement mixer. And if I'm not mistaken, weren't these the 2 Constructicons from Transformers Animated? Mixmaster was like some Italian-sounding Joe Pesci mofo, and then Scrapper was kind of a dunce. I think that's how it worked. But cool-looking characters. I don't know if they ever got figures made of them from that show, though. And I do recall them being the only 2 Constructicons in the series. But they're both appropriately scaled, at least to me. I think I mentioned this, but this guy can roll. You could see the combiner port on his butt here. You can hear that ratchet. That, my friends, is what you call quality shit. So, yeah. Very cool figure. Probably one of the strongest Constructicons aesthetically in both modes. He is pretty pleasing to the eye. And unlike Mixmaster, who looks good in both modes, not a complete pain in the arse to transform. I know Bayformers in general a little trickier than your G1s and stuff, but that Mixmaster, even like the 2009 figure, oh boy, what a pain in both current day and past years past Overlord's nutsack Mixmaster has been. So, with that being said, until next time, catch you guys later.